Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Trust me when I tell you.
About to get started here. And the pitcher for this one, Matthew Boyd. Singing, he's managed to rack up a lot of innings on the mound this season.
And Boog, this guy's getting close to 200 innings on the year. You know, there's some milestones that pitchers go after. One of them, 20 wins. But another one that we don't talk about a whole lot is that 200-inning threshold. To be able to surpass that says that, hey, they prepared themselves for the season. They were able to stay healthy, and they were able to pitch effectively enough to stay in ball games long enough to reach that number. Pretty impressive on what he's done, and it's not over yet.
Lars Nootbaar leading things off and takes a strike.
First pitch, 120.
Boyd, once again named pitcher of the month after a really excellent stretch. 0-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
At the plate. Brendan Donovan.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Line drive, hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's a Cardinals lineup now. Not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits, and Singy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boog, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
And it's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's Nolan Gorman. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2. Contreras leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So 1 left for the Cardinals, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the friendly confines. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings. Eric Fetty. What's the word on him?
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
Kelly Sullivan, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Sullivan, a former All-Star, hitting leadoff in today's game. And his last 10 games stand out. He's homered in 4 of them. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 strike.
Out there to center. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's 1 down. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. Of course, a big piece for them is their DH, Seiya Suzuki.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it's out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. That's his 4th home run of the series. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or two without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sit down to the minor leagues. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Liner snagged at first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Ian Happ up to hit. 4th on the National League RBI leaderboard. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the 2nd game of the series. That one to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first. Misplay doesn't cost them. Inning over. Cubs get 1 on the solo shot. It's now 1-0. And we're back. Top of the 2nd. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Arenado. Fought off foul. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman at El Toro High School in California.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Ground ball, left side. In time to Bush. 2 up, 2 down.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And it's fouled away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Ball 1 there.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Redbirds down quietly. They trail here 1-0. Here at Wrigley Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Dansby Swanson. Fetty back to work. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Well struck, right field. That one's back there. Off the scoreboard and out of here. A mammoth blast to right. His 49th home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And up next for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. There's a buzz in the stadium every time he comes to the plate as he tries to extend his hitting streak. Line drive and foul ball. Suzuki wrapped out 4 hits in his last game. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Bottom half of inning number 2. This to third, and it stays fair. And with every hit that extends his streak, he climbs higher on the all-time list. Rarely has anyone gone this far.
Yeah, Boog, 30 is about as far as most guys can take it, and he's just blown by that mark, and now it actually looks like 40 might be in play. I'll tell you this, as a hitter, it's so hard to not let that weigh on you. Every game you're going out there trying to get it out of the way as soon as possible so that you can focus on the game. Makes it a little tough to relax at the plate.
Batting ninth, the third baseman, Matt Shaw.
Now, Matt Shaw, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. And that's way high. Ball 1. Just off the inside edge.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
In the air, right side. Nootbaar makes the play. 2 down. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Kelly Sullivan. He's 0 for 1.
Sullivan.
This one in the air, center field. Scott in position. Drops into the glove. That is the inning. Cubs had 2 on this homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Cubs baseball on the show Chicago. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Herrera.
And that's in for a strike. There's a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Inside.
Inside.
Gonna count 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
Swing and a miss. And
I
one
got a
and
ball,
one.
one strike.
One out, bases empty. Strike two. Battling here as he fouls it away. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
So the batting order turns over. And now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Back here at Wrigley Field, and here's the catcher, Cody Sullivan.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
And that's a fair ball. The throw in, and he'll pull into second safely.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. There's the ball. Throw. Save. That's a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 80.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Donovan should have this one. And makes the grab. Runner tags from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they lead by 4.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from
number
third.
8.
Ian Happ, the next to hit, grounded out his first time. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Check swing, called strike. One out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. And that one lifted in the air, center field. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Dansby.
2 outs, bases empty. Swanson digs in. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. And that extends the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
And now Michael Bush. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swanson off of first with 2 away. This one could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Coming home. He will score.
Everything came together for him. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Eric Fetty will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Chakoa Roby on to pitch out of the pen here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki, and that'll fall for a base hit. The run comes in to score from second. It's an RBI single. It's 6-0. So here's Horner now. Fly to right his first time. That is upstairs for ball 1. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. A 2-run shot. His 9th homer of the year. And they add on. It's 8-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now the third baseman, Matt Shaw. Just missed. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Nootbaar brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. But they tack on 5 runs. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 8 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Brendan Donovan.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Contreras now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And that one fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
The batter, the second baseman,
2 down, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Nolan Gorman. Struck out swinging his first time. Climbed the ladder with that fastball, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back. Next one just misses. And that's ball 1. That's
Ball,
a
that's
little bit
low.
low. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the second time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
let's
off
check out the
for
latest
Cubs,
news from around the
the
league.
center fielder, Kelly Sullivan.
That one's in there, and that's strike 1. Roby, 23 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2020. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Well, I'm impressed with this guy's
Now batting,
internal clock.
the
He
catcher,
knew he had
Cody
plenty of time to take that
Sullivan.
extra step, secure his grip on the baseball, and make a strong, accurate throw.
And here is Cody Sullivan. He's already homered in this game. And ball 1. Sullivan was crushing in his last game, hitting 3 home runs. There's a strike.
3 homer games don't grow on trees, Boog. There aren't even 150 players in MLB history who've done it more than once. So what he did in that last game was really impressive.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one missed. Ground ball to the right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Tucker getting ready to hit. Just missed. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. He'll circle the bases. It's 9-0. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. And that's going to be ruled a swing. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. This one looks like trouble, and that's a 2-out double. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
Dansby Swanson stands in. And that one is lifted in the air. Scott sizes this one up, and that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 9-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
If he ain't square, he's rectangular. The second coming
Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
Nolan Arenado.
Boyd back to work. Just missed.
You know, these Cards, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, into double-digit strikeouts. He should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Baker now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
Inside, ball 1.
One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Outside low, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one blasted deep to right. Tucker going back. And it hits the fence. And he's got a double.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he can get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
And up next for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Now 1-2. On the ground to the left. Slings to first in time.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Ivan Herrera. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one's in there, 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Baker on at second with 2 down. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2. Lunging, but it gets down. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Michael McGreevy.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
So up now for Chicago, Michael Busch. That misses
Ball
the
one.
zone, and that is
Count
ball
1-0.
one.
You know, these Cubs, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
Scott puts it away for the out, and there's one down.
And 8 extra base hits is a big number, and it's
Now
pretty clear the
batting,
offense is just
designated hitter.
feeding off each other at this point. Confidence is contagious.
Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Here's Nico Horner. He's already homered here in this
The
one.
batter, number 2, second baseman, Nico Horner.
In the air, right field. Reaches, but can't make the grab. The throw to third, not in time. He's safe. So 1 out with 2 aboard. Here's the third baseman, Matt Shaw. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Shortened the bunt and missed it, and the count is 0-2. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. Two on, 1 out, and that one is inside.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
That was pretty nasty. Kelly Sullivan, the next Cub to hit.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
That one ripped, and foul ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. High fly ball out to left field. Donovan. He's got it, and that will end the inning. So they strand a pair. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 9 and the Cardinals nothing.
And this is word to the haters, we never stopping up. Shout out to all of you haters, thank you for watching.